present is primarily a psychological thriller. There is an aspect that some readers will undoubtedly identify as being more of the horror genre, but that's only one aspect of the entire story. I tell folks it's a psychological thriller with paranormal highlights. What I mean by that is the story is suspenseful and thrilling throughout in a psychological way, and there's a piece to it, really highlights throughout, if you will, or one particular aspect that can't be defined in a normal way. The reader is really going to have to identify for them what that is, hence I've labeled it paranormal. The videos have really been, for I guess lack of a better term, glorified slideshows with a little bit of music and sound effects added in. The images themselves in the videos, in my mind, relate to pieces of the story. That isn't to say that if you see a flame in one of the videos that something catches fire in the book, but most of what you see could be something that provokes an emotional response. And a lot of what's going on in the book is tied to some sort of emotion or another for each of the characters that are in the book. One of the aspects of the videos is if you see a landscape or you see an open door with nothing beyond it, is sort of the idea of the unknown, and there's a lot of that throughout the book. Also with the videos, you frequently see one picture jumping to another, jumping to another, jumping to another at various speeds, times, and with no real rhyme or reason. And this is actually done intentionally to keep the viewer or the onlooker or you, the potential reader, guessing what is going on, what is happening, what's coming next. And that's really the point of the book. Can the reader figure out what's going to happen, what is happening to the characters, and how are they all related? For one reason or another, this story has taken me the better part of 4 years to finish writing. It started as a short story, as a narrative, if you will, that was going to be about a guy named Greg. However, a character list of one is really boring, so I came up with Jeannie and Amber, and initially they were just going to be supporting roles in the story of Greg. However, that just didn't seem to fit, and as I wrote, Jeannie and Amber became separate characters and almost like 3 separate stories going on, however, all related in some way. What's most interesting for me is that when the book was all said and done and I went back through and read, there's a 4th character of Dr. Campos who ends up being one of the more intriguing and important characters throughout the book.